Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Susan and I'm a Namibian YouTuber. So if you're new here, please go down below, subscribe and like the video. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that every time that I upload something, you get notified. I'm sorry I have been so away. I've been down for some reason and maybe I'm just stressed from my homework and all that. So I haven't really been uploading. I haven't uploaded last Sunday and I felt bad about that, but I'm back. And this is like a part 2 of the video that I've already done on the reasons why I hate living in a small town. So that video was met with a lot of criticism and some agreements, of course, but some people criticize that I am expecting these things to be in my town when nobody can actually afford it. And somebody said, oh, you said you also like buying things from Woolworth when they are on sale. Of course, I was just trying to be modest. I buy things even when they are not on sale. Okay, I was just trying to be humble because that's the person I am. Like, I don't want to make people feel bad, those who can't afford it. So that's why I said I buy on sale. But it doesn't mean that I don't buy on sale. I do buy on sale. It's just that don't take me up on that, exactly that. I don't only buy when things are on sale. I buy even when things are not on sale. Anyways, today's video is talking about the things I love about staying in a small town. Of course, the reason why we picked staying in this town is because we have some things that are really important to us that can only be achieved while we are in a small town. So I compiled a list. I have a small paper here with a list of things that we love about staying in a small town, or why we decided to stay in a small town, or why I love staying in this small town. Number one, affordable rent. Of course, to the poor people like us, we let me stop calling myself poor. A lot of my subscribers don't like it when I call myself poor, but we live a lifestyle that supports us traveling. Like, we want to be able to travel, but the only way to travel, yeah, so one way to save up is to rent a cheap apartment. So according to FNB, a report on the rental averages, OUTAPI is the least with 2,250 as an average, while Vavish Bay is at 8,000. Now imagine 2,000. So you can actually rent a 2-bedroom for $3,000 or $3,000 for a 2-bedroom. While in Windhoek, I don't think you can find a 2-bedroom for $3,000. So OUTAPI has affordable rent. A small town, this small town has affordable rent, and it's one of the reasons why we love staying here. Affordable rent. Okay, let's go to number 2. The other thing that I love about staying in a small town is that you can actually walk everywhere. Like, you can walk from Ministry of whatever gender to the police station. You can walk from the police station to the shopping malls. Like, you can walk everywhere. It's a small town, of course. While in Windhoek, you actually need to take a taxi. Of course, you can take a taxi in OUTAPI or in this small town if you want. I do sometimes, from the post office to town council. No, I'm joking. But you can actually seriously just walk everywhere in the town or around town. You can walk everywhere, which is good. It will help you save on taxi money, and it will also help you exercise, lose some pounds, you know. Yeah, the other thing is that this town is quiet. Like, you can actually like go 30 minutes without hearing a car pass by your street, you know. So it's actually quiet. It's a quiet town. Then you can enjoy your peace and you can hear the birds chirping. You can go for a run without feeling like, you know, you're being disturbed. And to add to quiet, it's also safe. It's okay, there is nothing that's 100% safe, but OUTAPI, or a small town, this small town is safer than big towns. You can actually walk without feeling like somebody will hold a knife to your neck and asking you for your possessions. Of course, some people got robbed in this town. I'm not saying that it's 100% safe, but it's safer than bigger towns. The other thing I love about staying in a small town also is that the veggies are cheap. Oh my goodness. You can actually drive to a tunda, or you can actually go to a small plantation, because they have gardens everywhere, which is awesome. They are green and they make you feel some type of way, you know. Like, I love green stuff. I studied agriculture, by the way, if you don't know. And that smell, yeah, you can actually just drive to the nearby towns, I mean the nearby gardens, or you can just go buy veggies at the open markets. Imagine getting a head of cabbage, like a cabbage head, like for $8, 8 Namibian dollars. That's how much US dollars? Less than $1. Like a whole cabbage head for less than $1 US. And then you can actually buy also onions and tomatoes. Oh my goodness, do you know how much tomatoes are in Windhoek? And I'm talking about 2012 when I was there. One tomato was $2. One tomato, $2. Can you tell me how much tomatoes are in Windhoek now? How much are the tomatoes and how much are the onions? Because here you can actually buy 4 onions for $10. That's like what? 3 that's 9, 12. Maybe one is $2 something, you know? So you can actually, oh yeah, it's 2.5, $2.50. Oh my goodness, my math is crazy. My head, I hate maths. I don't like thinking about maths. Anyways, vegetables are cheap here. You can drive yourself to the garden, or you can just buy from the ladies that are selling. Their veggies are still cheap, unlike in bigger towns, especially Windhoek. The other thing is that you save money. You will save money in a small town. Okay, my previous video, I complained that there are no clothing stores, there are no restaurants, there are no parks, but that's actually a good thing when it comes to saving money. You end up not using up your money, because like some of us, you just shop for no reason. Like, you just feel like, oh, I didn't shop, or I'm going to the shop. If they had shops here, we'll end up spending too much money that we don't have in the first place. But now that there is no shops, I actually save a lot of money, because there is nowhere I can go and spend this money, or there's no shop where I can actually just walk in and then feel like, oh, these pants are cute, I'm getting them, you know. So you will save a lot of money because there are no shops, clothing shops. And also restaurants, you will be forced to cook whether you want it or not. So it's a bad thing that they don't have the restaurants, but it's a bad thing that they don't have the restaurants, or we don't have restaurants here. But it's good that you actually save money. You end up cooking all the time because it will help you. I mean, because there's no anywhere that you can go and get nice food, so you just end up home cooking. And this will also help you lose weight. When you're lazy, you won't cook, and then you lose weight. You won't eat, you lose weight. Also on the activities, I said we don't have parks, we don't have what. You still end up spending money because you won't do anything. There is no water parks, there is no amusement parks, there is no whatever. You can't spend this money on parks which are not there. So you actually spend a lot of money in a small town. The other thing is that there is no traffic in this small town. There is no traffic. You can actually drive anywhere in like around town in like 5 minutes. So when you want to go somewhere, you tell a person, no, I'll be there in 3 minutes. It's 3 minutes. Like, you won't really find this tail to tail traffic, these congestions and all that. So it's a nice flow. If you're living in a big town, you know what I'm talking about. Traffic, especially if you're staying in America, or in big cities in America, or in big cities in Namibia. Like, even in Windhoek, you'll find traffic, and I'm not a fan. I don't like Windhoek for many reasons, but traffic is one of those reasons. The other thing is that also when you want to escape the town, like, you can go anywhere. Like, you can escape fast, you know, without like when you're in Windhoek, you want from the city center, you're still driving and you are still in Windhoek. You want to go to a farm or something, you spend a lot of time in Windhoek because it's big. you know. I know maybe that's not making sense, but think about it. I'm just joking. Anyways, in a small town like this, you feel like you belong. You feel the belonging. You know everyone. Then you, when you know everyone, then you start like feeling like you belong. You have people you trust. You laugh with people, and it's just a good feeling being in a place where you know a lot of people and you feel like you belong. It's like community, you know. Unlike when you are in a different town and then you only see 3 people, and then there's even somebody from your village, like in town in Ventuk, somebody from your village, you won't see them like for a year, but you are in the same town. There's no way you're actually going to meet. But in this town, you meet somebody in the same shop, because there are no many shops really here, so you still end up meeting a lot of people and you feel like you belong. The other thing is that our village, for me, our village is so close by, you can actually just escape. You just go there, drive there 3 minutes or 5 minutes, you know, like you just escape. It's an easy escape. Instead, I mean, like unlike in a big town where you have like to drive through the big town and then you go to a countryside, you know. So in the small town, you just, the moment you move out of town, it's villages, you know. It's surrounded by villages where we can go to the village and just actually visit or just spend time with the kids, or, you know, get a goat, get some meat. Yeah, so yeah, the other thing is also the cheap salons. I don't know if salons in the small town in here are really cheap, or it's just that you can actually find people who braid on cheap. I know in Ventuk, some high-end restaurants, you pay a lot of money. But in here you actually like pay 120 for a pushback or 180, you know. It's, I feel like it's cheaper. In that it's also a small town, you don't feel like the need to go all the time, or at least me, I don't go all the time, because, you know, I still feel like I'm a village lady, because this town feels like a village. So I love the village life, and I don't, people will call it like, oh, you're crusty dusty. I'm crusty, but I actually am a little bit comfortable when I'm crusty than when I'm dolled up, because I'm shy. If you don't know, I'm very shy, and when I'm dressed up, people look at me, and I hate attracting attention. So I prefer when I'm just ordinary in my over oversized or baggy pants, and just, you know, walking, and nobody can actually of course people recognize me, the ones I know, but it just feels good being yourself without feeling the need to doll up and all that. So yeah, that was it, guys. That was it. Those are the reasons why I love staying in a small town. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and comment down below, what are the reasons, what are the things you love, and what are the things you don't love about staying in a certain town or in a small town. Are you staying in a small town? What are the things that you hate, or what are the things that you love about staying in that small town? There you have it, people. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. See you next time.